Nicholas Notham says, how have you kept to your values without crossing your own values and morals with writing music and the industry? That's kind of a strange question. I know what you're getting at. The way that you've worded it's a little convoluted, I think. But, man, like, I don't know, dude. Like, it's weird, bro. Like, I don't know. I guess I have to attribute it to my folks. Like, I've never been that guy who gets their fucking head in the clouds and thinks that they're a fucking super duper star and, like, treats people different or starts acting differently because they have some money or some fame or what. I've never been that type of guy. I've always just, like, kept my fucking feet on the ground. That's like when Nova's like, you can't just walk outside and you can't just fucking go to somebody's neighborhood and shoot a video. People are going to bother you. And I'm like, what are you talking about? No, they're not. Let's just drive for an hour and pick a neighborhood and fucking shoot it there. And she's like, people are going to bother you, man. Like, you're everywhere on the internet. Like, people are going to bother you. And I'm like, no, they're not. Like, nobody knows who the fuck I am. People don't give a shit. Like, people don't care. Like, that's really, like, how I am. And then when I'm out there and people are like, oh, my God, Tom, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck? I don't feel any different than I felt 5 years ago. I really don't. I've said it before, man. I always thought that, like, that life would be different and I would feel different when you get to these places, right? Like, when I had 5,000 likes, I was like, oh, man, like, things are going to be so different when I have 10,000 likes. And then I got 10,000 likes and I was like, I don't feel any different. Well, things are going to be so different when I get 100,000 likes. And then you get 100,000 likes or 100,000 views or whatever the fuck it is. I'm just trying to quantify it. And then you get to 100,000 and you're like, I don't feel any different. This is weird. And then you're like, I need 1 million likes and 1 million views. And then you get there and you're like, it's still the same. So it's just, to me, it's like, no matter how fucking high you climb up this ladder, you keep setting these goals and these destinations, and you feel like when you arrive at this destination, like you're going to feel a certain way and life's going to be different and things are going to have changed and blah, 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 blah. But you just keep arriving at these locations and nothing's changed. You don't feel different. Life is not different. Like, yeah, there's a few more people hanging out, couple more lights at the shows, selling a few more CDs, whatever. But things don't really change. And that's like the most eye-opening part about this. Some people let that shit change them. Some people literally fucking change. They get to that 10,000 or that 100,000 or that million and they fucking switch up. Fucking weak people. Weak fucking weirdo fucking people. Like, I don't feel any different. Tom at 1 million feels no different than Tom at 500. It just doesn't. I don't feel any different. That was the most eye-opening part of this whole shit for me, was after I knocked off a bunch of these milestones and I didn't feel any different and things felt the same to me, I was like, holy shit, like, I need to stop setting these destinations and expecting things to change or be different, and then arriving at these destinations because they're fictional, not real places. You never really arrive anywhere. You never arrive at 100,000. You never arrive at 1 million. You don't arrive. You never get to a place that is gratifying or self-fulfilling. You never actually reach that destination. One day you arrive at the end of your life. That's the only place you arrive at. When you're 85 years old and you're moments from death, you arrive in that moment. And I don't want to be the type of person who looks back and thought like, holy shit, all those destinations that I was trying to reach and that I was trying to get to, that I made up in my head, that didn't end up meaning fucking anything. It's not the fucking destination, these fictional destinations that we make for ourselves. It's the fucking journey along the way. And some people get so fucking zoned in and so lost in the concept of hands on the fucking wheel, foot to the gas, look out the fucking front windshield. I got to get to this place. I got to get to this place. I got to get to this place. And before you know it, you're fucking 85 years old. You've passed all those fucking places and you realize you never once fucking stopped to look out the fucking window and enjoy what's going on around you. And that's like how I feel. I'm trying to spend as much time enjoying what the fuck is going on around me and less time fucking foot to the gas, hands on the fucking, looking out the front window. Like, that's my nature, but I'm doing my best to slow that down and chill out a little bit. And I think it was just my mom and my dad just instilled in me, like, no matter how far you go, how fast you move, how big you get, be your fucking self. Keep your goddamn feet on the ground and be a fucking good person. Be kind. Don't fucking lose yourself in all this stupid bullshit. The cars and clothes and jewelry and fucking blah, 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 blah. It's just all trappings of fucking misery. So yeah, I think that's kind of how I stayed grounded, is my folks and you guys and my girlfriend. And, you know, a lot of these rappers aren't half bad people. The problem is they keep 30 motherfuckers around them that don't give a shit about their best interests, that don't fucking care about the decisions they make, that their happiness doesn't fucking matter to them. So it's like one guy who might be a good dude is surrounded by 30 fucking assholes who really don't give a shit. And then, you know, they allow that guy to lose himself. I only keep people around me that I fuck with, who I love, whose opinions I respect, and people that help me be the best version of myself that I can possibly be. And the people around me don't let my feet come off the fucking ground. So there you go.